Hey everybody, it's Mr. Mansager. In this video, I am going to show you how to download and import your maze into Scratch. I found this great site called mazegenerator.net, and some of the great things it can do is make different size mazes, and you can export it as a SVG file, which you're going to see is a really great file to work with in Scratch. So right away, what you're going to do is change the width and the height to 15. So this is a size that I found works really well with the Scratch stage size. You can try bigger mazes or you can try smaller mazes, that's fine. But for now, just try this so we can work together. Once you do that, hit Generate. And there's my maze that I'm going to use. And the other thing you need to notice here is the file size it's going to export. Right now, it's set to PDF. We don't want to use a PDF. We want to choose SVG. SVG stands for Scalable Vector Graphic, which is really awesome because you can make it bigger or smaller or scale it up or down, and it doesn't lose any of the quality or resolution. Once you do that, select SVG, you hit download. You notice over here on the side, you see it download. By default, most files you download from the web are going to go into your downloads folder. So it's really important to know where these files are going. Every time you hit download, it's going to keep doing another file. So you only need to hit it once. The only other thing I would do while we're here is we might as well get the solution. Check the solution button. Choose SVG with solution. Because who knows, we might want to show the solution to our maze if the person playing doesn't make it to the end or can't figure it out. So we're going to hit that one again. And there it goes. Now it's downloaded. So if I go to my downloads folder in my Finder, which is right there, here are my two files. I have this one, then I have this one that has the solution in it. All right, so let's go over to Scratch. So by default, when you make a new Scratch project, you have a backdrop here. To get to your backdrops, make sure you click the Backdrops tab, and you see you have your blank backdrop here. We're going to click this button that says Upload Backdrop from File, and then we need to find that file. So if it doesn't go to your Downloads folder, make sure you find your Downloads folder and find these two files in here. And the first one we want to update or upload is the one that does not have the solution. So I think it's this one. So hit open, and boom, there it is, right on my stage. Now notice it's not quite as big as my whole stage. I want to fill my stage up with this entire maze. So what's great about SVG files is that it's kind of just like a shape. So if I go over here and I choose my select tool, and I click on one of the black areas, because this is transparent, so if you click inside here, you're not clicking on anything. The only thing part of this shape is the black area. Notice I get this outline and these handles, and if I go to the corner and I click and I drag, I can scale it nice and big, and it doesn't change the quality. So now that I've done that, I've got my maze, I'm good to go. The only other thing I would tell you is that we are in vector mode. We want to stay in vector mode. And if you want to add more things to your stage, like a background or something, there's all these tools over here. This is a shape tool. So if I choose this and I choose rectangle, down here I have the stroke, which is the outline, or the fill. I want to make it a fill. If I want to make a big square on here to do a background, I choose fill and I choose the color. Maybe I'll make it orange. And then I click and I drag my shape out and I fill up the whole stage. Now you notice it just covered up my maze, which isn't good because this is a layer and this was going on top of my maze. But you can change the order in which you see things. So if this is on the top and I want to move it on the bottom so my maze comes through, these two buttons down here change the layer order. So this says move back a layer. That's what I want to do. There we go. So now my maze is on top. If I want to move my maze back, I can just pick my maze. Oops. I have to make sure you have the select tool in order to select things. And I can move it back again. Now it's in back. So you can have fun with that, playing with that. So going from there, now you have your maze, now you can make some decorations and you can make your stage look nice. The next thing we're going to have to do is get our sprites onto the stage and moving. Bye!